Hi everyone, this is a special edition, a Friday, and today we're going to actually just feature, we're not going to go through a lot of things that are in the store. I have a couple things that I'm going to show you tomorrow morning and a little demonstration, but today we're actually featuring iCrafter. And we've been doing a lot with their dyes, and it's like one of those products that are better shown. And I do want to point out to you, and I've talked to the ladies that work with iCrafter and suggested they put some kind of note in here. But with their dyes, unfortunately, there's no directions, which is really frustrating. Some of the things are easy to figure out. Other things, not so much. But they have a YouTube video, and that's what they should say on the packaging, is to go to their YouTube channel for iCrafter, and all the different dyes that they have directions, and they show you step by step how to put them together. We feel our design team here, Buffalo Stamps and stuff, is top notch, and we love the samples that Mona's been coming up with. So today we're going to be featuring, called it a pinwheel card. I didn't know it was called that. And the cool thing about it is that it folds flat. So Mona has another finished sample, and she'll go through mine, and she's going to show you step by step how to make this. And in the background, I'll have Mark be a little bit more quiet with the die cut machine. So enjoy today's video.
Good afternoon, everybody. I've been wanting to do the pinwheel card for about a year now, and every time I think, well, I'll do it today. On my Pinterest, I have like a bazillion of these cards pinned, and they looked easy enough. I mean, everybody has their own way of doing them, but when a die came out, I was like, yes! Now I don't have to worry about cutting, folding. I'll just use the die. So Sharon, of course, always makes a beautiful card, so you saw hers. And I love the way it flips, 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 and flips. So it goes full circle. It's got that little cube in the center. Whoops, sorry. So my first one that I made, and I wanted to show you that they do fit in an A2 envelope. So I put mine right in so you could see. So I'm pulling it out. And I did this with the Concord 9th crayon set. Color Me, I think. Excuse me for 1 minute, Mark. It's this set. We might have maybe 1 or 2 sets left in the store. Color Me Happy. So that's the stamp set. And this is the die set. So this is my flipper pinwheel. I just thought it would be good for teachers, end of school year and everything, because I'll show you one thing that they've added, which would be a nice feature if you give a teacher a gift. And also, if you see in this stamp set like this, you could actually highlight these words as opposed to me putting a line underneath. You could actually take that wider thing and run it right through. So there was my sample. So we got my sample and Sharon's sample, which I'm going to move aside. You can see the die. And I'm going to pull it out of my envelope so you can see the pieces. There's 20 pieces, and I tried to use most of them. So on this is your core. Let me get my other envelope out. I like using my Brutus sticky mat, as I told you last time, to hold pieces. So this is the core, and it gives the scores. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4 scores, and then a place where you're going to put your tape. Okay, so that's the one piece, and that's this. This is like your main. This one here becomes your page piece. So I'm just trying to pull one out here. And that's this size. Now you'll see that I have notches in here. That's because they also give you a piece so you could make it a gift card holder. And if you use this piece, your matting piece, which I'm going to show you, is the next size, because you're going to cut 4 of this size. Your next size is your matting piece for that big piece, and that would go like this. So if you were making the gift card holder, you'd want to make sure you had your matting piece on first, then cut your slats. On the back, it's going to be covered by another piece, and this will be up against the post. You'll see what I mean about the post, the centerpiece. So that would be hidden. So they do give you that. And now this one, you're going to cut 4 of whatever you want. I mean, you don't have to use this one, but it does make it really cute. And it works very well within this. The only thing you have to be careful of is if you're using something very directional. If that's the case, for this piece, it should always face the right. The right hand, figure out which hand was the right. And then for the smaller piece, and you'll see what I mean when we get to the smaller piece. The smaller piece, you would need 4 of these also. Well, once again, you don't have to use them, but it just makes it very cute. So you would cut 4 of these, and that's where this one goes in. So you know that this one would have to be cut this way if you're using a pattern that's very directional or one way. Otherwise, it doesn't matter. I use polka dots and stripes, so it really didn't matter which way I did it. But if you were using something very directional, just watch your scallops when you're working with it. All right. So we have that piece too, and you need 4 of those. There's a happy birthday, which Sharon showed you in hers. So you have the shadow and the word itself for happy. I'm just going to put it back down. Boop. And then birthday, same way. I'll put that back here so you can see the shadow and then the word itself. Since it's birthday, there's lots of cupcakes. So you have the cupcake paper, which is this, and it is indented. So you can get a little embossing going on. It has 3 different tops, like the plain old muffin top, the ice cream scoop top, and the regular dribble top. So you got 3 different tops for your cupcake. They give you this cute little cupcake stand, or cake stand, depending on how you look at it. And they also give you the trim for it, so that could go there. It's a little fancier. They give you sprinkles. There's the, like, jimmies. You can see. Let me pull it away a little. There's the jimmies. And then just dots. This one here is for a pop-up. Now, I tried working with it, and I was getting very confused because technically this has to fold outward, not inward, because of the way your card rotates. And I got it to work once, and then when I flipped it, I was having a little trouble. So once I get that mastered, I'll show you how it works. They give you the candles. So you got cute little candles. And a cherry on top, very tiny. So I think I covered all the pieces. And now we'll go to the card. We're going to make another birthday card. But the most important piece is right here. And that's your core piece. They gave you the scores. Now I put 1/8" tape right on this. And I like to use a little tape when I'm making boxes and stuff. But on this particular one, especially because I use heavier weight paper, so it scores and folds. And when you fold around, it doesn't quite meet the edge. And that's only because I use heavier paper. I'm just going to put my pin down. I also add a couple dots of glue, because it gives me a little time to get my piece lined up. I'm going to fold it over. what I'm going to check for is to make sure it's squared. As long as it's squared, we're happy. So squared, squared. And I did use my bone folder to make sure I got good creases. So this is the start of your card. So the next thing you're going to do, you just have to bear with me because there's so many sections to this that I don't want to mess up. So this is going to be my page 1. And my page 1 has the words "so sweet" and "cupcakes." So we'll glue those down. Now I don't pop anything in this inside this because it more or less has to fold flat. So I don't pop. The sayings from this, the words came from the Concord 9th set of cupcakes. It was this set here, Birthday Scoops. So that's where all my words came from, and you'll see they work in succession more or less. So sweet because it's cupcakes. Let me get this one down. We'll go to here. We'll glue that one down. I'm going to put it right about here, I think. And then I'll put one here, one there, and then one here, like that. Layout doesn't matter. I tried to use all the pieces that were with the die, just so you can see what's there. Sorry if I'm out of camera, I apologize. Glue that down. I'm going to move that up a little. Let's go just a little more. Try to get it straight. And then we'll glue this one down. The nice thing about this is a lot of these you can use your little die cutting machine if you have one. I use my little Sizzix a lot. All right. Now this is the first one that's going to go down on my post or my center, however you want to call it. And it's going to get glued like this. So just one section it's going to go on. So I'm going to put some tape on there. And you're kind of going to do this 4 times. So do that. So, and I'm going to add 2 pieces of tape because there's a lot of stress that goes on this. 1/4 inch I'm using. I love my 1/4 inch tape. And then after I remove the tape, I'm going to add a little glue just so I have a little wiggle room. And it just gives it that extra bonding. So I go like this. I'm going to keep that flat like that. And I'm going to add this first page. I'm going to go right to the fold. Okay. Smooth it down. All right. Now you see I'm ready for the next one, which is going to be my orange page, which will go like this. So we're going to do the same thing. We're going to add tape. I'm always losing something. Do you do that? You're at home. And I always say to my poor husband, I'll say, I just had it. And who knows where it is. It's usually buried against something, or it's usually, and quite honestly, right in front of my face. All right, when I pulled the tape, I took a little off. Okay, So I'll put on this. And again, I'll take the tape off. Sorry. Got to make sure I'm up right side up. There, and a little glue. So we can slip it around just in case. And then we'll attach this one. I hope you guys can see that okay. Make sure it's level and even. Smooth it down. And while we're talking, I have this set up for my next oops, that's right. Now, although I'm just trying to find the piece here. Although there's a matting piece somewhere, there's a matting piece which would be this size to cover it like this. I'm only going to use half, and I'm putting it like this. So you just because they tell you that you should use it one way doesn't necessarily mean you have to use it that way. So we're going to attach this one the way I just showed you. Got to be a little creative sometimes. And I'm going to put it right here. I'm trying to be even about it. And normally I would do all my layers first, but because I have so much here and I was getting myself very confused on how to show you guys this without losing my place, I'm going to add my page filler while we're on it. So this one too is from the same set. And then we'll add these cupcakes. Well, it looks like I'm a little crooked there. I wonder if I'm too late. Yeah, too late. It's the bad thing about this glue. I love this glue, but it does, you've got a couple minutes, but that's about it. So I'll put that on like that. And if you see these little dots, those are the sprinkles that were included in the set. This is my favorite kind of cupcake because it's got lots of frosting. All right, put that one there. And then this one has the jimmies, so they're a little different shape. And we'll put that one right there. And we've got another page. All right, we'll come back to that. All right, so this one, I know that this is going to go here, so I'm just going to add it now so as I don't get confused. I tried all different ways to do this. It's like, oh my God, I don't know what I'm doing. So we'll put that on. You can kind of space it. You can see where it's kind of going to go. There. Throw a little off. No one will know but you. So we got that on. Okay, now we're ready for the next page, which again is going to go on this thing right here. So the next page for me is It's Your Day. And now you'll see this one. I have a border. And that's twofold there. I actually thought I was going to cover the whole thing with this, the base page. And then I changed my mind last minute and said no, because then my cupcake wouldn't show up. So I said, oh, I don't want to waste it. So I cut out this one inside this one, and then I had a nice border, which I like. So just another way to use that page. So now we'll put our tape on this again. It's nice to see we're finally getting some nice weather too. About time. Whew. Got our tape on. And again, I'll pull it off and I'll put some glue down so I have some wiggle time. For this one, see, I'll just line it up next to the other one, but it's on that post. Press it down. Now, I don't have this down permanently, but I can always go back to that. But I will put this one down. Sorry, I keep on doing this off camera. We'll get that one down. Kind of had that in the bumps, if I'm not mistaken. There. And then this is probably just tacked down. I'm forever using my repositionable tape. I use it a lot. All right, so this one we're going to glue down real quick to the back side. And like I said, normally I would put my 4 big pages on, but because I didn't want to lose my place when I was showing you guys how to assemble this, I kind of tacked them down with my removable tape. I've many times made samples for the store and forgot to go to permanent from removable. After a while, it does become a little more permanent. So now all we have left is this one post to do right here. So we'll put our tape down one more time. And you notice I'm not going right into the fold, but I'm leaving probably about a 1/16 of an inch or so. And I'm just playing it safe. There's some things where I tell you to go as close to the fold as possible, but on this one, with the glue and everything, you want to, sorry, dog hair. Telling you, it's shed season when you got 2 labs. And again, putting on the glue. You have to bury that piece of fur. And we'll put in the last page, which you'll see I did the happy birthday, and I have candles. And that's my very last page. Again, I'm going to line it up with the fold as best as I can and make sure it meets with the other ones. There. Oops. Stay there. There we go. And again, I don't have this down permanently. So somebody is missing their border, and that would be right here. So my last one, I'm going to go here. I think like that. Yes, it's going to go like this. So let me get that on. Now you could add something to these little panels like I did for the crayons. I put the crayons on the little panels last time. But you don't have to. You could even leave them solid if you'd like and put your words there. It's entirely up to you as the designer how you do it. But I just wanted to show you that there's many different ways to do it. Okay. So I think we got all our pages on. So for this one, when I'm putting it in the envelope, I would put it in like this. The next page, so it's so sweet. Add more sprinkles. It's your day. Happy birthday. And I just love how it keeps on going around and around and around. But like I said, you could add the gift card. I would probably do the gift card on the very last page, and your cuts will be hidden by your matting. But you can use printed paper. You can use solid paper. You can do a little frame like I did here. So there's so much you can do with this die. And as you saw, you don't have to limit it to what's in the pack, the birthday. I used crayons. It would be good with flowers, little animals popping up. So cute. And very easy. Once you make that center, the rest is very easy. And like Sharon said, if you're a little confused, go to the iCrafter website and they'll have a video for you. But this was just so much fun. I enjoyed it so much. I'll be making more of these. I just, once you put it in your hand, you start flipping it. it's just like you can't stop, you can't put it down. But these are called pinwheel cards. And having the die just made making pinwheels so much fun. And once again, it does lay flat, so you can put it in to your A2 envelope. And there you go. Ta-da! So thanks for, oh, you know what? Before I forget, those of you that watched me Saturday, you saw me make the pop-up card with the garden by Concord and Ninth. Well, I finished it. So here's my front. We'll put it down. And because like I said, I use thicker paper, I had to tie mine shut. But so here's the front. And then there's my inside. And both sayings were used from that garden set also. All by Concord and Ninth. So there's that. And there was one more thing I wanted to show you that I forgot to show you Saturday. My favorite things. Created a pop-up also. It's just a cute one, tiny. I'm not sure where I put the envelope for it. But, so this is the shape. It's inexpensive. This is the shape. And it's got the score lines. Let's see, where are we going? Hey, whoop, this way. It's got the score lines, so you know where to score. Now this is going to fold out like this. So it ends up like that. So that's just another way you can have a pop-up. You can do that. Now most of these pop-ups that are like this, you kind of, in order for them to look good, you got to make them taut. But that's a cute pop-up too. You could be a hello or a surprise or whatever coming up out of there. But just a cute one and very inexpensive and so simple to do. So I hope you enjoyed this, and we'll see you again in a couple weeks.